Hello students, I am Sonali. Welcome to the class of 12th Biology. Today we are going to see the lesson Reproduction in Higher and Lower Animals. And in that lesson we are going to learn about the topic Human Reproduction, Male Reproductive System in detail. I am going to explain in this video. Let me will see what is mean by human reproduction. So what is reproduction? As we know that students, reproduction is nothing but giving birth to young one, giving birth to offspring from their parents to develop a new generation, and that's why generation is going on continuously. Now, this reproduction is a sexually reproducing process, means the humans are sexually reproducing animals. So the process of reproduction involves various sequential steps. These sexual reproduction involves sequential steps such as gametogenesis, means formation of male and female gamete, insemination, means the intercourse during sexual reproduction, then internal fertilization means fusion of male and female gametes to form a zygote. Now, the gametes, sperm, eggs are produced by the primary sex organs, and testes in male and ovary in female will be produced. Now, as we know that while growing stage, as male and female can be externally differentiated by certain specific features that are called secondary sexual characters, and they are called as sexual dimorphic characters also. Now, for example, in male, as we know that the secondary sexual characters are presence of beard, then hair on the chest, muscular body, enlarged larynx means Adam's apple, all these are. And in female, developed breast, broader pelvis, and high pitched voice also are the secondary sexual characters. Now we will see how is the male reproductive system, what it consisting. Now say the male reproductive system consists of the primary male organ that is known as testes, plural testes. Then again, accessory ducts and glands, which form an internal and external genitalia. Means what is going on internally in male reproductive system and externally also, that we have to see. Now, how is the testes? What is the position of testes? A pair of testes are formed in the lower abdominal cavity, the lower side. They are located in a pouch that is known as scrotum. And the testes develop in abdominal cavity first. Later they descend into the scrotal sac in scrotum through the passage that is known as inguinal canal. Means from this passage, these testes will transfer, or the way of transfer of the testes from abdominal cavity to the scrotum, to the scrotal sac, that is known as inguinal canal. Now, I will explain from this male reproductive system from the diagram. See, this is urinary bladder where urine is stored. Now, this is the ureter. Seminal vesicle is what? Prostate gland is what? Then this we have to see detail in this video. Corpus gland or bulbourethral gland, how the process is going on, how the sperm will transfer from the testis to the urethra. So that we have to see in this video. Now see, this is the diagram of male reproductive system. Now in this diagram, I am going to explain you that this is the urinary bladder, and the sperm, how the sperm is transferred from the sperm passes through. The way of the sperm passing is from the seminiferous tubule like this. See here internally there are the seminiferous tubule. See here is the sperm. So in this seminiferous tubule, from that the sperm are passing towards the rete testes. In next diagram it is explained in detail, but I am going to explain the way also. So here the in the rete testes, then after that the vasa differentia internally is present vasa differentia inside. Then epididymis. See this is the epididymis. Then from epididymis it will this is from the epididymis it will transfer towards the difference vasa difference, and after that ejaculatory duct, and then it passed towards the urethra with the help of this gland also. So what is the function of this gland? I will explain you. Now see again from this diagram what is the function of seminal vesicle, then prostate gland. I will explain you in detail in the next diagram. Now again I am going to tell you the way of the sperm passing. That is, first is the seminiferous tubule in the testis. Now see, from the seminiferous tubule this will pass into the rete testis. Here is the internal part of the testis. So from rete testis, it will pass to the vasa efferentia, right? Now, suppose this is the testis in the scrotum. Testis is lying in the scrotum. So, this testis is passing from the seminiferous tubule, then rete testis, then vasa efferentia, then it will pass through the epididymis. And see, this is the epididymis. Now, after epididymis, it will pass to the vasa differentia. See, this will be the vasa difference. Now, after vasa difference, the ejaculatory duct is there. See, this is the ejaculatory. See, vasa after vasa difference, the ejaculatory duct is there. So, it will pass through this ejaculatory duct, and after the sperm will pass through the urethra, and then it will come to these growing points of the glands of the penis, and then it will transfer into the female tract. So this is the way of the passing of the sperm, and I will explain this now from the next diagram for your better understanding. So see, this is the way of passing the sperm from the linguinal canal. This is the diagram of the scrotum and linguinal canal, separate diagram. See, this is the scrotum, just like a sac. This is just like a sac, and in this sac there is two testes, one and two. These are the blood vessel. Then internally it is a vasa difference inside the testis, and epididymis layer is also there. Now see again, this is suppose the scrotum, how the testis, this ball as just take the example of the testis. So how the testes are passing, it is from a linguinal canal, from abdominal cavity. See, this is the testis which is passed from the linguinal canal into the scrotum. So now testis lie in the bottom of the scrotum. Now, why the testes are outside of the body? Why they are not present inside? They are outside of the body in the scrotum. It is just the important point is of the temperature, that the scrotum or the testes require the 1 or 2 degree less temperature than the body temperature. So that is the most important point. Now see, histology of the testes. Now see, this is the diagram for the internal diagram of the testes. Now what is going on? See, the testis is externally covered by a fibrous connective tissue layer called tunica albuginea. Means these testes have again the three layers: tunica albuginea, tunica vaginalis, and tunica musculosa. Now, this is the external layer is known as tunica albuginea, fibroid connective tissue. Again, the outer to it an incomplete peritoneal covering. After that, tunica albuginea, there is a layer of tunica vaginalis, and the inner of it is known as tunica musculosa. So, how is it this tunica musculosa? A thin membranous vascular layer. Now, each seminiferous tubule is internally lined by cuboidal germinal epithelial cells. So, how they are? From this diagram, I am going to explain. And few large pyramidal cells, that is Sertoli cell. Now, see from this diagram, uh, this is the seminiferous tubule. See, all these are the seminiferous tubules, and the layers are tunica albuginea. See, this is the tunica albuginea, this is the tunica vaginalis, and this is the tunica vasculosa. This layer, tunica vasculosa. Now, see the leading cells, and these are the recti. See, these are the copute epididymis, means the head of epididymis. Then see, student, this is the body of epididymis, and sperm is passing from the epididymis layer, and this is the cauda epididymis, means the tail of epididymis. Now, students, these are the rete testes. It is the network of tubules, network of all seminiferous tubule. All these seminiferous tubule meet at one point, and that point is known as rete testis. Now, these are the vasa efferentia, and this tube is outer is known as the vasa deferens. And then the sperm will transfer to the urethra. So, the germinal epithelial cells, the germinal epithelial cells are in the next diagram. It is so the sperm passing way internally. How the sperm passing is, I explained before also, that seminiferous tubules are there. Then sperm will transfer to rete testis, and then from rete testis it is from vasa efferentia. Then again the small tubes, that is the body, from the body of epididymis, duct of epididymis, the sperm will pass towards the urethra, and then it will pass to the glands of the penis with the help of, this is the way to transfer the sperm towards the urethra with the help of all these layers. Now, see the which are the accessory ducts and the glands are present. What is the function of these glands while transferring the sperm? So, see, accessory ducts include rete testis. Just I told you what is the rete testis. Now, these rete testes are network of the tubules. Network of the tubules. Now, what is the function of rete testes? That is, all the seminiferous tubules of the testes at the posterior surface form a network of tubules. Just I explained, that is called as rete testes. Now, vasa efferentia. Vasa efferentia is nothing but 12 to 20 fine tubules arising from the rete testes. In the diagram, it is given. I explained it already. Are vasa efferentia. What is the function? This vasa efferentia carry the sperm from the testes and open it into the epididymis. Now, vasa differentia, vasa different. Here, the sperm undergo maturation into the rete testes, into the vasa efferentia. Sperm unmatured, immature sperm is there, but here the sperm will go maturation, means that it will form a tail, and that tail will start to move. So that is the maturation of the sperm, that is in the vasa differentia. And this vasa differentia function is to travel up to the abdominal cavity to the sperm and loops over the ureter to open the urethra, and then towards the urethra it will transfer the sperm. Ejaculatory duct, what is the function? Again, passes through the prostate gland and opens into the urethra. So what is ejaculator duct is doing? That same function is there. It just joined duct of, before doing this, join the duct of seminal vesicle to form an ejaculatory duct. So again, it will transfer the sperm through the prostate gland and opens into the urethra. Now again, what is the function of urethra? Urethra provide a common passage for the urine, you know that, and the semen also. What is semen? I will explain you later. And hence it is known as the urinogenital duct also. So now the next important point is the glands. So glands is including the seminal vesicle, seminal fluid, prostate gland, corpus gland, and then we have to see the semen. So seminal vesicle, prostate gland and corpus gland are under the gland. Now seminal vesicle is nothing but the pair of the glands laying on the posterior side of urinary bladder. And what is the function of the seminal vesicle? That this seminal vesicle secretes the fluid, seminal fluid. And this seminal fluid, what is that? It contains a fructose. It contains a fructose. Again, the fibrinogen also. And it contributes about 60% of total volume of the semen also. And these fructose provide, what is the function of the seminal fluid? This fructose, it provides energy for the sperm movement, while its fibrinogen coagulate the semen into a bulb for a quick propulsion in the vagina. Coagulate means it form a semen, it form a liquid, it form a some thick liquid, that is the coagulation. So this form, that is the function of the fructose, and it will move a faster movement. It will help in the faster movement of the sperm towards the egg in the female body. So this is the function of seminal fluid, that is the semen. Now what is the prostate gland? What is the function of prostate gland? So it is located underneath the urinary bladder. Now please watch the previous diagram. I explained into this diagram all the glands surrounds the urethra and releases the milky white, slightly acidic fluid into the urethra. So with the semen, this prostate gland and corpus gland also producing their fluid, which is including with the semen. Now it forms about 30% of volume of the semen, this prostate gland. It is a large and single gland made up of 20 to 30 lobes and is located underneath the urinary bladder. Now, it contains what contains this prostate gland? It contains acidic fluid means it consists of citric acid, acid phosphatase, and various other enzymes also. So this enzyme phosphatase, what is the function of this? Protect the sperm from the acidic environment of the vagina. So see how much important work is doing by prostate gland. It protects the sperm from acidic environment from the female vagina. Now, what is corpus gland and what is the function of this corpus gland? So it is just a small pea-sized pair situated on either side of urethra, secretes a mucus fluid, act as a lubricant during copulation. And so function is already given. It is the this produce a mucus fluid which act as a lubricant during copulation in the female body. During intercourse, it is very helpful. Now, the last important point is the semen. Semen is a viscous, alkaline, and milky fluid, and the pH of semen is alkaline, that is 7.2 to 7.7. Normally, 2.5 to 4.5 ml of semen is given out during a single ejaculation when the penis is entered into the female body, female vagina, that is known as a single ejaculation. So that time normally 2.5 to 4.0 ml of semen is given out, and that portion of semen is consisting about 400 million sperm. How many? 400 million sperm. And It contains a secretion of epididymis and the accessory gland for nourishing. So nourishment is doing by fructose, neutralizing acidity, means Ca2 positive, bicarbonate, activation for the movement. So the movement of the sperm. So everything is related to the semen. So all these points are from the diagram I explained here. Now again we will go to that diagram. I will explain this. See, here is given the seminiferous tubule attached to the rectate testis. Sperm will transfer from these to rectate testis, then vasa efferentia. Then all these are the tube, that is the duct of epididymis, and then the sperm will transfer towards the urethra. And these are the layers of the seminiferous tubule, that is the tunica vasculosa, then tunica albuginea, vaginalis. Through this, all are the passing. Now remain is leading cells. Then we will see in the next diagram, that is, and in previous diagram also I explained in this diagram the functions. I explain now prostate gland, what is the function of seminal vesicle, then the sperm producing tubes are here, then vulvoid Copper's gland is here, and in this diagram also I explain everything: ejaculatory duct and the seminal vesicle, prostate gland also. So according to that function, here sperm is transferring towards the urethra. Now students, we will see the next diagram, that is transverse section of the testis. In previous we saw about the um, longitudinal section of testis. Now this is the transverse section of the testis. Now here the germinal epithelial cell undergo gametogenesis to form spermatozoa. So it is the spermatogonium. It is the germinal epithelium layer is transferring and is undergo gametogenesis, means that will form male and female gamete to form a sperm. Now interstitial or leading cells lie in between the seminiferous tubule. See, these are the leading cells lie in between the seminiferous tubule, and they secrete the male hormone. What is the function of leading cell? It secrete the male hormone, that is androgen or testosterone, we can say. Now here is the collection of the sperms are there. Collection of the sperm. These are the Sertoli cells. This is the basal lamina. And see students, I am going to explain you in detail that this germinal epithelial cell undergo gametogenesis, form the spermatozoa, and the Sertoli cell. What is the function of Sertoli cell? That it gives us, it gives the sperm, provide nutrition to the developing sperm. Various stages of spermatogenesis means what then can be seen in seminiferous tubule, and that innermost spermatogonial cell is diploid, primary spermatocyte diploid, and secondary spermatocyte is the haploid. Now the sperm is haploid. The interstitial leading cell, these are the leading cell lying between seminiferous tubule, and they secrete the male hormone androgen and testosterone. I already explained. Now this is the transverse section of the testis, where is the main portion is that collection of the sperm are here, and from this 400 million sperm, only one sperm or the sperm have capacity or energy, only that sperm can enter into the female body, fuse with the egg, and will form a zygote. Now see, up to now we learn about the internal genitalia, how the sperm transfer towards the urethra. What is the way of that transferring the sperm? Now I am going to explain about just the external genitalia. It includes the penis and the scrotum. So students, you know that in penis the testes are inside. In scrotum the testes are inside. Now, penis, it is the male copulatory organ, for it is useful for the intercourse. It is cylindrical and muscular with the three bundles of erectile tissue. Now, in these external genitalia, there are the following layers or the bundles of erectile tissue, that is corpora cavernosa, a pair of posterolateral tissue called corpora cavernosa and the median corpus spongiosum. So, what is this corpora and median corpus spongiosum? This layer, it is a pair of posterolateral tissue present in this external genitalia. Now, the glans penis, swollen tip of the penis, swollen tip of the penis, it is shown in the diagram. Please watch the previous diagram. This point will be clear to you. So, the swollen tip of the penis is called glans penis. It is covered by a loose fold of the skin called as foreskin. So this, it is covered by loose fold of the skin is there, and that is known as the foreskin. Foreskin. Now in the scrotum, the fetal testes are retained in the scrotum by the inguinal canal. I explained it from the diagram, by a short fibromuscular band that is called as gubernaculum. The testes remain suspended in the scrotum by spermatic cord, and the failure of the testes to descend into scrotum, if there is a failure, then it is known as the cryptorchidism. So this is about the external genitalia, which including the penis and the scrotum. So here I explained each and every point from the diagram. Thank you, students. Thank you very much.